So previously in ECC scenario, we used to upload the master data with the help of LSW. For example, where functional consultants used to upload the data in LSW. So which requires almost like 14 steps are required. With the help of that 14 steps, we will create, means we will record the screen. And after the recording the screen, we will convert that technical details into Excel file, and we need to prepare an Excel file. And then the Excel file has to be shared to the business. So the business will give the data in that Excel file, and then we will upload into the scenario. So that is the way it is there in ECC. Now, with the help of this migration corpic, so just you can select what master data you want to upload. You can select, and simply you can download the Excel file. So predefined Excel file will be there with all the fields already maintained Excel file will be there. So just you need to download that Excel file from the system and share across the business. So business will fill the data and upload the data into the system. So in that way, this particular migration corpic is used. So if we see further, so this migration corpic has been introduced in the version of 1610. So in the version of 1610, it has been given, and it can be used to migrate the data from third-party systems as well. So not only from SAP systems, even you are converting from your non-SAP system to S4 HANA, you are bringing or anything. This particular functionality will be used. So with this migration corpic, we can upload. So what happens? So either for on-premise version and even for cloud version, it is available. So in order to do, and from SAP to SAP you are migrating, means for example you are migrating from your ECC system to S4 HANA. So this particular LTMC can be used. Or if you are doing a new implementation, so previously you are in any non-SAP Oracle related ERP systems, you are there, and from there you are doing a new implementation, you are coming to SAP S4 HANA. So in that case also we can use this migration corpic. So there are different types of migration corpic. So one is Excel files, tagging, and direct. So cut copy, like that options are there. So we'll see. So one by one what process it is there and how it can be used, we'll see. So these are the number of supporting master data at each version wise. So in the version 1610, so we are having 32 objects are there. So you can see, so open sales orders, so bill of material, routing, work centers, cost centers. So like this many migration objects are there. So 32 objects can be uploaded in the version of 1610. So when it comes to 1709, it has reached to 52 objects. So in the 52 objects are there. So in that, open sales orders, open sales contract, even open purchase orders, info records. So those can be also uploaded. So not only master data, even transactional data which are open. So those things can be also uploaded by using this migration corpic. So simply, so download the template, update the template, upload the template. So convert the values, simulate and import. So these are the steps which required in order to do the scenario. So the advantage, or what is the business used to get, or in terms of consultant point of view, what this particular migration corpic is going to do is, so everything is pre-configured. So previously, if you want to do LSNW, means you should require some of the technical knowledge is required, because all the fields and all the things which you are going to do used to be in a technical language, means all the fields tables used to be there. So a little bit of developer skills are also required in order to do that old one. So now everything is pre-configured. So no need to do any exercise or anything. So just download the template, and it is a step-by-step detailed process will be there. So guided process. So first step, second step, third step, fourth step. So how to do it and what are all the activities can be done. So in a detailed manner, step by step, it will be there. And also system will do the value mapping, means value mapping in the sense, in I said no, so Excel file will be downloaded. So in Excel file you will be mentioning like, let's say for example, material type as finished. So whether the Excel file finished material, what you have maintained that code, and what system has identified, so system will do all the identification automatically. So if you want, so that automatically the system will identify what value you have given, what is SAP value, so what is Excel value, and what is SAP value, system will identify automatically and it will do. And we are having, so for example, you are saying, okay, everything is standard functionality is there, everything is pre-configured, you are saying, okay, fine. So for example, in creation of customer or in creation of vendor and creation of material master, so I want to maintain, so I have activated as per my business requirement, I have activated any new field. So for example, I have activated new field. So in that case, what will happen? So for that also SAP has provided a solution, that is migration object modular. So by using a functionality migration object modular, we can enhance the fields. So if any new field you are developed, so that field can be added. So in that way, this particular, by using this LTMC, we can do the system data migration or implementation. During implementation, we can upload the data into the system, right? So I said, no, so migration data object modeler. So by using this, it will be done. And so Excel file will be also regenerated. So what fields you have made modified, right? So those fields will also get updated, and your Excel file, what you have standard Excel file is, so that Excel file will be also regenerated with your changes what you have done. So this I will show in the system. So these are the three types of migration approaches. So one is by using Excel file, that is by using file technique, Excel file, and by using stacking tables. So Excel file is the first option. So second one is the stacking tables, means we will create the connectivity between tables. So it can be from a non-SAP system or SAP system. So any platform it can be done. So what happens, for example, in ECC to S4HANA you are migrating. So you want to bring your master data and all the things. So what you will do? So you will link. So VBAK table in ECC and VBAK table in S4HANA you link, and that data will be getting transported in transferred between tables. So in that way only. So from non-SAP system to all SAP also we can do. So for example, you are in Oracle ERP system. So in that Oracle ERP system, let's say for a customer related, there is some ABC table is there. So we will link that ABC table to our S4 HANA VBAK table. You will link. So then the data will be will be migrated from one table to another table. That is using stacking table option. So the third one, so in the year of 1909, in the version of 1909, this new concept has been introduced. So this is direct transport. So direct transfer means total server you will copy from ECC server to S4 HANA server, you can directly copy. So entire server you will be copying. So even with master data, transactional data, any data, total server you will copy. And this particular third option, that is direct transfer option, has been mainly designed to address the business like fashion and retail business. So mainly it is used for fashion and retail, because in fashion and retail you will be having a very huge volume of data. So by using this direct transfer option, we can do the data transfer. So in order to do this, the source system means the system from where you are migrating, that system has to be SAP based system only. So remaining can be non-SAP systems also you can do, but the third option, that is direct transfer option, it is required only. It will be working only with SAP based system, means ABAP based application, ABAP based systems means obviously SAP. So in that it will be used. So that are the three concepts. So we'll see. So now let me connect. So the T code in order to open this particular LTMC is migration cockpit is LTMC. So the T code to open is LTMC. Also, once you open LTMC, it will be opening in a Webdyn Pro portal. It will open. Migrate your data. So once you open your migration project, so first we will be creating a migration project. So once you open your migration project, here all these are all the list of my master data which you can upload. So you can see almost like 85 migration objects are there. So individual migration. So even for material you can upload into the system. So in that way there's supplier. Yeah. So now once I add the supplier means adding this particular supplier master upload functionality to my particular project. So the entire program will be copied, pre-configured program will be copied. So in order to facilitate the transfer, so the object has to be copied. So total it will take. So it will take some time because when we are doing first time, so when we are doing for the first time, the system will be little bit slow because almost like 300 or 400 background programs and all the functionalities has to be copied. So it will take a little bit of time for the first time when you are doing. That's why. So finally let it download. So let me show. Okay. So once you have downloaded, so means once you have added that, you will be having an option to download. So once you download, so you'll be getting this type of Excel file you will be getting download. So you'll be having two sheets. So that is one is introduction, one is field list. So in introduction, you will be having some information like what is the maximum file size it can be used. Okay. And what is the difference between this orange colored sheet and what is the difference between blue colored sheet and like that some information will be there. So okay. So the file size limit. So the limit of this particular file size is 100 MB. So you can use up to 100 MB Excel file. So there is no limitation of line items. So you can upload maximum up to 100 MB file size you can upload into the system. So that is the one thing. And second thing, which are highlighted in orange color, right? So those sheets are mandatory. Means you have to fill the information in this particular sheets because now we are creating supplier. So for supplier, general data means address, name, all those things are important and the roles are important, right? So without roles, what supplier you are going to create? So that's the reason. So these two sheets are important and remaining sheets are optional. So if you want to go ahead with the company code related data you can fill, or purchase organizational data you want to fill, you can give it. So in that way it will be there. And wherever there is a star mark means that is a mandatory field will be there. So not only sheet, even in particular sheet you will be having some of the fields as mandatory. So that field will be highlighted with the orange with star mark. So if it is star means we have to fill with the mandatory data. So in that way the information will be there. So in this particular first sheet. And when you come to the second sheet, that is field list, because you don't know what are all the mandatory fields are available in the particular sheet, you don't know. So here you can see. So in general data, there is some mandatory fields, that is a key, vendor number. So business partner grouping. So what should be the BP grouping? No? So number range. So number range and number you have to give. And here if you come a little bit down, the language and country will be there. So country. So language. So like this, there are some fields are there as mandatory. So as per your business requirement, we have to fill the data in this particular sheet, individual sheets. So these two sheets are mandatory. So with these two sheets, you can create data. And for example, you want to create, in additional address means you want to maintain two communication address, because a single vendor can have two communication addresses, right? So one is a branch office address, one is head office address, like that it can be there, right? So additional address. So if you come little bit again down, so company code data, because we need to extend our vendor to company code, right? So what is the company code? What is the reconciliation account? So the fields, so you can see it. So in company code data, the fields. So like that, individual sheet will have some of the mandatory fields. So as per your requirement, we can maintain this particular data over here. Okay. So now let us see whether this has been copied. Now once it is came, so just you can click on download template. So once you click on download template, so Excel file will be downloaded. See, open. Oops, already is there. Just a second. Download template. Save as. So this is the Excel file. So from the system directly the Excel file will be downloaded and you can see each field. Okay. So once the template is downloaded, so the first thing what has to be done is, so in the row 8 is there, no? So what you are seeing, so vendor star, that is not only the information which is available. So once you expand column number, row 8, you will be having further more information. So not only the data what you are seeing, so apart from that, there is a few more fields. See, so business partner, so BP grouping. So if you want what type of number range you want, so that number grouping you can give over here. So like that, okay. So like that, the information will be there. So which grouping you want to give, so that grouping you can give. So like that, individual field will have a further more details. So if you don't understand just with the academic title is there, so you don't know what is that and you want to know further more, means just you can expand the column number, row 8, so then you will get a more information. Okay, so in that way this Excel file will be pre-configured Excel file will be downloaded. So now let us create next this unfreeze. Okay, so yep, so vendor, so grouping, so these are there. So let me create so how many vendors we want, that many we can create. So for example, till 10 I will create. So till JKT 10 I have done. So number range, so what is the number range? So all the number ranges I have given. So name, so name of the supplier, so what supplier name you want to give, you can give. So score JKT1. So for all the things are two. Yeah, so okay. So title, so means will be having, right? So Mr., Mrs., like that it will be there, no? So title, so 003 means company will be there. So we'll give all the things, copy cell. Okay. So grouping, title I have given, and such term is there. So let me use such term as okay, such term also everything came. If you come all the way towards left, here you will be having language and all the other details. Okay. Done. So here address, all the things are there. So this address, all the things I will keep everything common for all the things. So country, so here you can see country, so star mark is there. So that one. And language. Okay. So all these things keep copying for all these details. I'm doing the same. Okay, so in the general, means in the general information, so these are the details I have given. So vendor and grouping, so what is the grouping? So I'm going with BPAB, means you can see, so BPAB, so external number range. So such term, all these details I have given. So now once we have given the first, that is general details in vendor, so next is the role. So in role, what happens? So here we have to give roles. So for individual vendor, what is the role we have to give? So here you can see, right? So I am having 10 vendors. So for the 10 vendors, I have to give two roles, because FI vendor and FI finance supplier and supplier role. So 2 roles I have to give. So roles I have given this one. So in additional address, the same. So you will be having, if you want to give a new additional details, right? So those things you can give over here. Okay. Details done. So now in company code, so under which company code you want, so that company code and reconciliation account. Done. Okay. Done. Okay, so only till here I am giving. So remaining details, let me remove. Okay, any remaining details also let us complete. Now, any tax data you want to maintain, or any text fields like company code or any language key. So in individual language key, what text do you want, you can maintain over here. And now let us maintain in purchase organizational data. So here I will give one. So for which purchase organization it want and what is the order currency. Done. And if you want any other details from this particular, so auto PO, if you want to activate auto PO indicators, you can see it, auto PO indicator. So shipping conditions and invoice verification. So all Incoterms, payment terms. So all these details you want to give me, so you can give over here. Done. Yeah, so these are the details which I have filled. So now once you have maintained the details completed, so we'll click on upload file. So we'll choose what is the file it is there. So this is the one and upload. So once the file is been uploaded, we have to activate the file. So once the file is activated, then we'll click on start transfer. So once we start transferring, system will do the validation. So basic validations will be done, because all the details what you have maintained are correct or not. So all the individual parameters are there correctly or not. So the system will check. And if any data inconsistency is there or any mandatory fields you have not maintained means, so system will validate over here. Okay. So the process remains same for all the master data. You can see here. So step by step process there. So first validate the data. Next data mapping is convert values, simulate, execute. So everything is a step by step guided process will be there. So just you need to click on next, and if all the issue, no errors, nothing is there means, so just you can click on next, and you can proceed further. So in that way, it can be done. As I said, now everything is a guided process. Okay. So now everything is completed. So there is no errors. Fine. So validation is completed. So now we will do the data mapping. So what value you have maintained and what SAP, so it will do auto mapping. So two things you have to do manually. That is whether system, whether you are going to have a supplier integrated with the external system, or what is the number range. So these two things you have to give manually. So just we will click on this hyperlink. So default it has taken no integration. So by default it has taken no integration. So whether you need to reconfirm. So whether you are having integration or not having any integration. So because this particular supplier we are having integration with any third party systems or not, we need to type. So no integration. So check. So here the status has to change to green and then save. Okay, like that again. So number range. So we are going with external numbering, right? So here I am giving. So external numbering, check. Check and save. So now what happens? So these two things you have to give manually, and the remaining all system will do by default automatically. So you can see here. So mapping of company code. So what is the source value? What is the S4HANA value? See, source value means in Excel file. So it has taken 1710 in S4HANA target. So system has automatically done the mapping. So whether it is confirm or not, you can just reconfirm. So like that you can do manually, one by one you can do manually, or you can do it in a mass way. So means you can do in a collective way also you can do. So I will show you collective way. So we'll select all, click on confirm mapping values. Next. So in simulation mode, system will see. So the data mapping what you have done and the Excel file values what are there, system will see, and accordingly system will give you the remarks. So if everything is fine or any errors or there any inconsistency, so like that. Okay, next. Yeah, so everything is completed. Next. So before I click on finish, because now it is in executing, so now the data is getting imported into the system. So now the data is getting imported into the system. Okay. So now data is getting imported into the system. So now let us see in tables. XTN. So BUT all zeros. Let me give JKT star. All this data has been uploaded because now the data is getting executed, right? See, completed, executed, and it's completed. So let's say go. Close. Finish. Completed. So now the data will, the migration process completed. So partners. So JKT 1 to 10. So these are the things, right? See, grouping, such term, title. Right? The same if I open in business partner. So let's say JKT1. Right. So what are the roles I have selected? See. So supplier finance accounting, right? So in general, see what are the details. So click JKT1, JKT2 like that I have given. No? Come in details, right? See. So one more address I have given. No? So two addresses I have given. No? So supplier, purchasing, see, order currency. So partner function. So whether he's a supplier. So we have given. No? So which type of partner you want to create. So contract person or supplier, invoice party or contract address. So like this good supplier. So which type of one you want, you will give over here, right? And finance accounting, company code, see, reconciliation, right? In that way, all the 10 suppliers got created. Okay. Yeah. So in the version of 1909, the new functionality that is transfer data by using direct functionality is there. So how this particular direct transfer option is used, for example. So first this direct transfer option in the 1909. So it will be working only for the fashion and retail. So for that particular fashion and retail, we need to set up a Fury app. So in that particular Fury app only the migration cockpit will be there in 1909 version. And then we need to define the RFC connections between both SAP ECC version and S4HANA version. Once you set up, then you need to give proper authorizations. So once you give proper authorizations and all, then both so we need to even cross verify whether all the customizing targets are like same. For example, organizational units, document types, all those things you have configured properly or not, from because the total data is getting transported, end-to-end data is getting transported. So we need to cross-check whether our ECC configurational organization units and all the things are same with S4HANA system. Once it is done, then the entire organization structures and all the things will be replicated into the S4HANA system. So in that way, the migration cockpit option by using direct transfer, and it is not suitable for all the businesses. Only it will support fashion and retail will only support. So if we compare the difference between all the three models, so three migration approaches are there. No? One is by using file approach, by using stacking tables, by using direct transfer. So stacking tables and Excel means the file option is suitable for SAP on-premise version and cloud version. So for both versions, we can do this on-premise means Excel file and stacking table option you can use. But for direct transfer option, it is only suitable for on-premise. So for cloud, it is not suitable. Only for on-premise edition only, this particular direct transfer option will be used. And same stacking table and Excel file option you can use while migrating or convert means doing a new implementation anything. So from SAP system or non-SAP system. So both systems it can support. But stacking table option, it will, direct transfer option, it will support only the ABAP based SAP systems only it will support. So it will not support non-SAP systems. It will support only SAP systems or any other applications which are working on ABAP. It will support that also. So Excel file option is used for medium amount of data. If you are creating small or medium amount of data, then you can go ahead with Excel file. If the data volume is big, so for example, you want to upload like almost like let's say 10,000 vendors or any more number of data is there means, so then you will go with stacking table option. Yeah, but direct transport option you can use any size of data, whether it's small or big, anything you can use this one. But Excel file and stacking table based on the data volume you will have the selection process. So if you want to go with Excel or you want to connect both system tables and you want to do integrate with them. Okay. So some of the useful links as how to upload the material master material master step-by-step process or supplier you want to do. So there are step-by-step processes there. So where you can refer this blogs. Okay.